Gore readings, flesh wound horror freaks, and welcome to another Troma retrospective. I'm Daniel Shine, joined by Predator Todd Loya.
About to turn that frown upside down.
Pugs Dread.
Oh man, excuse me. My nose is running like a liquor store. Namaste.
Oh fuck. What's up, you sick motherfuckers?
All right, so Troma retrospective. We've got two more films for you guys this evening. And we got some hardcore ones this
already
week.
got yeah.
I don't know if the most hardcore in the Troma catalog, although one of them certainly top 5.
Both Todd approved.
And that is Unspeakable, a 2000 film from writer-director Chad Ferrin, who we've talked a lot about, actually still very active. I think we've reviewed like two newer films of his in recent memory. And this is Unspeakable, is a 2000 horror film from writer-director Chad Ferrin. And in this one, impotent and unhappy middle-aged James Phillips goes murderously around the bend after an automobile accident, claims the life of his beloved daughter Heather, and turns his nagging wife Alice into a pathetic, grotesquely disfigured cripple. James then embarks on a savage killing spree, brutally butchering low-life scum such as hookers and drug dealers so he can reach Heather from the other side. Sounds perfectly logical.
It's a love story.
Holy shit, this movie is amazing. I forget. I always say this is the first one that I bring up when someone says a non-Lloyd Troma. I would say Unspeakable. Watch it. I haven't watched it in probably like 10 years, and holy shit, it's still just as good as it ever was. The fucking best nurse in the history of nurses.
Oh my god.
This is my filled with there's just so much. See, I don't know if I should say fun stuff. So much fun for Todd stuff. I mean,
a lot of people compare this to Combat Shock, and I don't know, which is kind of a good comparison in certain ways, although this does have that humor there. I mean, it's very gross humor if you have issue with bodily functions, fluids.
It's a present. She gave you a present.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking disgusting for sure. But it still has that just that nasty, grimy, hopeless feel to it. It's very fucked up. I won't give away all the
awesomeness in this one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Twists are necessarily the words, but I'd use. But yeah, I mean,
twisted
for sure. Like just everything top to bottom in this just makes you just want to maybe we should just drop like a big bomb and wipe out the human race because everybody in this movie is a piece of shit. I do enjoy it. I enjoy Chad Ferrin, who is actually a really cool, funny, normal guy from what I can tell from social media. But man, this would make you question it. I would love to hear stories from him on just because I can imagine family watching this and chewing him out.
I have a story for you, sir.
Oh, well, hey, go right into it.
I do want to mention he did also direct Troma's Edge TV, the sex episode. So there's that too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Kruger.
I was watching this shit in my living room.
Oh no!
My mom walks in literally right when Alice just takes a dump. And she's like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." And tell Todd I'm thinking lesser of him for his movie choices lately.
This one, goddamn.
Well, we shouldn't walk in on the next one.
She was there during that too.
Well, they're on brand.
This was probably one of the most disgusting, offensive things I've seen in a while. And it was a lot of fucking fun. You guys already talked about the pervy nurse fucking molesting Alice and shit. This is so fucked up. And then, time goes on, and you start to feel for, I think his name's James. You start to feel for him, and then
Then you don't.
you don't, and you're like, holy fuck, like Jesus Christ. This is just, it's twisted, it's dark, it's offensive. Some pretty good. There was a couple of pretty solid kills, and the one involving the glass table, that was the shit. Like, I absolutely love that kill. My only problem with this movie is I did not like the way it ended. Just with the abrupt ending. I was kind of hoping for, something better and not that kind of cliche.
Unspeakable too.
Yeah, no, I get that. Like, if we would have got a sequel out of it, I would have been more forgiving. But
Unspeakable #me too.
oh my god,
I was just gonna say, Troma doing the A24 ending before A24.
I like the ending, but
I do too.
Yeah,
but that's the thing for me though with those it just ends type of deals. Like, I'm either gonna like it or not, and I didn't think everything up until I wanted a little bit more out of it.
I get
a little more closure.
Yeah,
I get that. That twisted twist thing that we discover.
Dude,
I was already having a good time with this movie. And this just got extra gross, extra dark. So now I'm having a better time. You were fucked up though. James, I think his name is. But man, watch this movie. I don't even know where to start. This movie's just fucked up from top to bottom. Flip them around, start fucking it up again. Like, I find this movie fucking fascinating. Every time I've seen it, I find something different and gross. So,
do you think it would be a little bit better known, amongst similar films like we mentioned, Combat Shock or even Maniac, if it weren't for some of the humor that maybe they're like, too much bodily function
I think
going
so.
on here.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when you compare it to Maniac, I'm like, no, it's not that level, but yeah, I guess if they went a little more serious and
still, again, though, similar character, you know what I mean?
I like the
Similar
humor
vibe.
though.
yeah.
I get that, but I think that kind of it keeps it at a certain level. Like, you're not going to see too many lists like Unspeakable outside of Troma crowd.
Then those people
great
are wrong.
horror movie.
We're getting that movie back out there. That's my new life's mission.
I like it a lot. Like I said, I think that's like one of the issues. Some people may see it as uneven, where it's like, okay, they're trying to get a reaction with shit humor here, so I don't know if it really works, but.
That's such a minimal part, though.
It is, but even like when they did it the second time, and I'm like, okay, that's. I like this movie. I do. I think it's just so disturbing and upsetting, and in a way, even the bodily stuff kind of adds to it in its own weird way. But I don't know. I might have gone about a few things a little differently, and I do think maybe. I don't want to say mainstream, but other horror podcasters, journalists, whatever, might think a little bit more highly of it. Because I want to say that this is a gem that people should seek out, but it is a smaller group of you that.
You have to be a certain.
It is a gem for a certain crowd, right, Kruger?
Yeah, you got to be a certain type of person to enjoy this sick shit. But I mean,
think...
if you do. Fucking I think honestly, I think the extreme horror crowd needs to check this out for sure, because that's I'm a big extreme horror guy, and it satisfied everything that I really wanted. I mean, maybe we could have used a little bit more gore, but the fucking glass table kill alone made up for everything. Dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I imagine this is how Dan talks to hookers minus the murder.
That's fucked up. There are I thought his speech, like, God took me from you, and it's like, okay, now I feel like I'm watching something really serious and intense. So yeah, I just think that the tone might get a lot of people on this one.
It'd be less Troma though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well.
I am willing to see the more serious version of Unspeakable, though. Like that is
remake it and fucking
and it's.
I want Dan to be the nurse. Dan, can you please be the nurse?
I don't think I could be that
Oh, 'cause of the
sleazy, actually.
No,
come
I
on.
want to see your what's his name? Fuck, you know your character.
Leo Rossi.
No,
Oh, I
your
thought you were
character.
Rossi.
Mitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mitch
Mitch
Bauer. Yeah, he became a nurse, and this
Mitch
is
is a little more wholesome than that, though.
Mitch
Actually-
2.0.
James and Mitch would bump heads, I think. Yeah.
Mitch would probably take him out, though, once he finds out what he's
Bump
doing.
heads.
Yeah, and some of the effects are not the greatest. Like this
Forgivable.
figure- I get that.
With the
And
story they're
hell,
telling, I'm fine with that.
even stuff like Combat Shock didn't have all top-notch
Yeah,
effects, but
Yeah, the baby
you know,
didn't look, great.
Yeah,
either,
yeah.
but-
still works.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it's a hidden gem if you're a piece of shit like us.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to be a piece of shit. You just have to like piece
No,
of
you
shit.
have to be a
things.
piece of shit. I'm gonna say liking this movie makes you a piece of shit, and there's nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
then I will identify as a piece of shit.
There you go.
And now, Dan, you have to clean it up.
So on that note, ready to rate it? Any other?
Oh my
comments?
God, it's a 5. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not even playing. I love this movie.
I am also a 5. This story is just too dark not to give it 1. A lot of that, if I was being a little more serious, it's probably a 4.5 for me. But like, it goes there, and I appreciate it. 5 out of 5 for me.
Cool. Kruger?
I am a 3.5 with room to grow.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. 3.5. But
Todd's
check it out.
disappointed and crying now. How dare
Yeah.
you guys?
That's a very good rating. Would I watch this as often as I would like a Maniac or even and I'm not a huge Combat Shot guy.
I am
but I would
forcing-
still put that above it.
I am forcing the
this.
Todd seal of approval on this one.
As you should.
No, this is definitely my favorite that we've watched so far in this Troma series.
No.
There we go. All right. Let's see how our second film tonight fares, and that is 2013's Breeding Farm from director Cody Knotts, who also did Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies.
Yep.
After this one, I believe. And in this, after a night of partying, 4 friends are kidnapped by a mysterious man. The friends wake up in a basement and realize they are part of something horrifying, a human breeding farm. They are to be milked, bred, and much, much worse. All right. So first off, want to say Carrie Taylor is in this. She is, well, not a regular, but she was in a couple Seduction Cinema movies. She was a regular for Bill Zabub. If you're into low budget underground stuff.
Low. You got to lower it a little more.
Bill, it's funny.
Backyard or bedroom movies.
Yeah, lots and lots of nudity, but sometimes more clever maybe than he gets credit for, but an acquired taste. I don't think we've now at some point we'll cover some Bill Zabub stuff. But anyways, so very similar. There's a similar film from 2009 called Abduction from John Oricchio that I kind of remember being a little bit better because this one's not great. It really isn't. A lot of this kind of felt like an extended bondage video. It's like a whipped ass thing with Joe Rogan. Like if Joe Rogan just
Why are you gonna ruin my goddamn movie?
It's Joe Rogan. The lead, the farmer is like Joe Rogan. That's what he looks like. It's like Joe Rogan did like bondage stuff because his podcast.
I don't see the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I don't see Joe Rogan, brother.
I saw it as Joe Rogan the whole time. Maybe that made me. I needed that to enjoy.
That's
it
your
more.
sexual fantasy.
Yeah, I know you're a Rogan guy. Jeez.
Wouldn't that be fucking cool though if he started
He
like
wants the
asking
experience.
the girls like, what do you think about aliens? Have you tried ayahuasca? I feel like I just booked a really awesome movie. Joe, have your people talk to my people who are all here right now. We need to make it happen. We need to make it happen. Come on.
You disrespected Breeding Farm, so I'm not your people anymore.
It's not great, Todd. It's like an extended.
Are you kidding? This movie's
You're
awesome.
The
Yeah.
acting's pretty bad. I liked the actor that played Farmer. I thought he was a pretty good villain. Everything else, I mean, it's basically a fetish video.
I am offended. Sir.
You're okay. Wow, Dan, what happened?
It's fine. Hey, look, it delivers what you would expect. Some, nudity and.
It came a little more than I expected, sir.
That's about all this is. I mean, I don't know. It didn't.
You're downplaying how fucked up this story is, man.
I know.
I've seen similar films that are more fucked up. Personally, the acting. I never was like unnerved by anything in this.
Huh?
Well, I don't think you're supposed to be unnerved in this.
No, I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. It's just a collection of topless scenes, and the acting just wasn't.
Again,
good.
everything.
You know what? Not enough black girls. Is that it, Dan?
No, I had no issues with the nudity. I said the nudity was all great, but that's it. There's just nothing else to this movie for me. I got to be honest.
All the tottings, the nerd. And then, mind you, the nerd, like his acting is atrocious, but like I can grade it on a curve, which I will be, by the way. I think this movie's fucking cool as shit.
I have one other good thing to say about it.
Oh, go for it, dude.
Joe Rogan drinking the girl's titty milk. That was funny. But like other than that, I don't know. I didn't really laugh. I don't know. I don't think it's great.
Well, I do. I think it's pretty fucking awesome. I like the scenario. And then how it plays out at the end. I'll admit I did not see that coming, but I wasn't surprised when that was revealed. I was like, oh, of course, you're not going to. Well, you'll do this. This is way better. So don't do this. It's way better.
Depending on who you talk to.
Fair. I liked all. Yeah. Don't do either of them. I'm just kidding. I liked all the nudity, all the nasty shit, and the end. I was like, fuck yeah, that's what's up. So for me, I think it's fucking fantastic. What about Kruger? What about you, Kruger? Like I got tongue-tied, Dan.
And what did your mom think?
Thankfully,
I hope you didn't watch this.
No,
we didn't listen that one time.
she definitely walked out within like the first 10 minutes. But, yeah, this I didn't really care for this one either. I love the concept. Like the concept on paper is fucking awesome. But I wanted, some gore, maybe some more brutality in, what was going on. Everything just, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a sick fuck. Everything seemed a little too soft core for me. But I get why you guys like it. And there's definitely an audience out there for it. But for me, it's, a one and done. I'm not, I'm not pissed off that I watched it, but it's not anything I would, waste my time with again.
All right, you're borderline. Dan's not allowed in me and Pugs' breeding farm remake now. Just saying it.
I don't know. This one was just like maybe it should have embraced the humor a little bit more because the acting wasn't good enough to.
Because which I was kind of bringing up. That's
Real
immediately
quick,
what Pugs messaged me.
Yeah, I did. Also, the blonde, the friend, the thicker one. God damn.
Yeah, the ladies were nice.
Yeah, but one in particular, I was like, "Oh, don't hurt her." And then shit happens. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with this.
Yeah, just picture it as Joe Rogan, and you'll have a blast.
I do.
That's how I'm watch. If I ever watch it again, that's how I'm.
Because it's a bald white guy. Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan's like fucking 2 feet tall, dude.
Well, yeah, Joe Rogan's not a big guy, but still, I want that. I'm going to talk to him.
He's muscular, but he's like 5'5".
If anything, you got to go with fucking what is it, Steve from Jay Springer?
Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Okay, that may make the movie better.
Dan wants it to be Johnny Sins, right?
I don't even know. I don't even get that one.
That's a famous porn star, male porn star. He's the bald guy. I'm sure you've seen him.
Trust me, you've seen.
He's in a bunch of memes. Yeah. Like he's an officer. He's a hero, fireman.
Yeah, my favorite one is like it's not delivery, it's de porno. That's my favorite. I think meme that he said.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's rate it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Todd. It's a 1 out of 5, and that's for the concept and the nudity.
It's okay. We'll let Dan go first, then Pugs. Dan.
Oh, I'm actually a 1.5. I mean, the sleaze is there, but this is just there's better options out there for you guys. I'm sorry.
There are other options, but this one is still a good one. I am not a 5. I am a 4 out of 5. I think it's fucking cool, but there is definitely room for improvement.
I swear I'm not going to do this on every Troma one, but I'm a 5 on this one too. I wasn't on the other one. I didn't give everything a 5, so. But these are the Todding too. This also gets a force Todd seal of approval.
Can we make stickers?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I need to figure out how to make GIFs now so I can have Joe Rogan drinking the milk, because that would make a great meme.
A GIF. Well,
GIF.
I'm sure there's footage of him drinking milk. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Dan's gonna learn how to computer program just to do all this shit.
Yeah, just to make that. That's like I'm gonna take classes just to make that. All right, so guys, we'll have more Troma coming your way periodically, and we hope you're enjoying it. Got two more obscure ones tonight, so check it out. Do not watch it with your family unless you're the Manson family. That might be fine, but
why are you imposing your views on other people's households?
Exactly.
Do you want to lead somebody astray, and then it's like, why is Joe Rogan
I also don't want
drinking
to
that
tell him
girl's
what to
titty
do.
milk?
I think he's trying to attack me.
I'm not. That's awesome. But most families are going to have a rough time if it's like, hey, kids, let's watch breeding.
Then just watching Unspeakable, you'll be fine then.
Hey, she was fine with fucking gutter balls.
Yeah.
Movie fucking rules.
If you get past the one scene, you're kind of okay, I guess, on that. But
Yeah, and you rewind it and watch it again.
Do we have spoilers tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dan, hard sell it before we go to spoilers.
all right, patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. Check us out there. It all starts at just $1. Fleshwoundfeatures.com. Get your official Christmas cruelty merchandise and your Bloomhouse shirts, all that good stuff. Also, Horror Cartel Flesh Wound Radio Facebook group. We're Flesh Wound Radio on Twitter. And check out our very active Discord, Instagram, all that good stuff.
All right, let's go to some spoilers.
All right. So, Unspeakable. That fucking glass table kill when he fucking smashes that prostitute's head in the fucking glass table like 1,000 fucking times, and you get this awesome POV shot from underneath the table with her face getting smashed in, just the blood all pouring all over the place, and then he gives her one last good one right through the fucking glass right before he leaves. That was so awesome. That got my attention so fucking fast, because at first I was like, oh, here we go again. But then that shit happened. I was like, all right. I thought it was fucking hilarious with the nurse when he gets off the phone and he's fucking just freaking the fuck out, and his conscience is telling him he's going to get in prison. I was just losing my mind with that. And then the way he kills himself by fucking eating the knife like that. Oh my God. I was like, dude, there's easier ways to do it. God damn.
Yeah.
But that was pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah.
No, it was badass. It reminded me of that dude committing suicide in Gaia with the fucking arrow. So I popped pretty hard for that.
He must have seen Unspeakable.
Yeah, right. That's all I got. Other than that one scene where James shoots that, or I think he shoots the one dude in the dick and the other dude blows his ear off. That was just really fucking. That was just really fucking cool.
The opening line that I did for this episode is from Unspeakable. So.
Yes.
And you'll see Dan get uncomfortable. It's awesome.
Yeah. Probably the worst thing of the show. Dan, fucking old man Dan, trying to tell us how to be. I'm just giving you shit. All right. Do we have anything else in spoilers? I mean, other than they're both awesome.
Breeding farm.
Or at least
I guess I did spoil Joe Rogan drinking tea.
Oh, Jesus.
Still.
Oh, Dan.
Watch them both. See what you like. With or without your family, I'll let you choose because you can make up your own mind. What's up, Todd?
I think Unspeakable is the better of the two. If you ask me which one is a better Troma movie.
Oh, without it, yeah, without it.
I'd agree. Well, that one, yeah.
All right. On that note, do we have anything else before we get the hell out of here?
I got
We do
nada.
not.
That's GTFO. Mr. Dan, tell him good night.
Good night, guys.
Mr. Todd.
Good evening.
Stay sick, motherfuckers.
I'll see you in Disneyland.